Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the North Carolina Tar Heels taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Tar Heels will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So Stanford's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Spears. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Quarterback will audible. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. Zings it complete. That play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Come to the line at those pads. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Using his legs to buy some time. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The offense has to be loving life. This one is touchdown inside the 30-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has the ball for the first time. come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking to pass on second down. Works the middle of the field. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback can be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down to this deep. Ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
A first down run in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Third and goal coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, UNC. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity and Oregon took advantage of it.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so
going for it all. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
because when you roll out, you're rolling out. You're
going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out, and he's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
It's caught downfield. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Caught in the backfield, it's Taylor. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Avoids pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They're going to throw it again. This time on target.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ortega. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can... And that pass picked off. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Quarterback checking off. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. 2nd and goal for this offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Stanford! And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the run.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds. And
the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Palo Alto. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. He'll throw one to his right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Couldn't get anything done on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He wants to throw it again. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And the ball is intercepted. Got room on the return. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps looking downfield. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they were able to come up with the interception.
And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's dragged down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Spears.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
He's got it, and they convert. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's second and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now facing a third and long. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win and can...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. And what a terrible play. You just can't run back into the end zone like that, and it's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Handoff to the single running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fakes his man out. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my...
But they've got to force the ball down the field. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's taking a deep shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Big-time players make big... Closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
You're going to hear guys after these games say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there.